What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Purple Parlor, episode 43. The Vikings absolutely maul the Bengals 48-10 at home, bouncing back from an abysmal performance against the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday Night Football the week before. So we got a lot to celebrate today, but we do got some things to, touchy subjects to touch on. But we're going to get right down to it right after this.
I say to say. I say to say. All right.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into Purple Parlor, episode 43. It is your boy SK. I'm here with Rap, Randy. Yo, we have a 38-point win. How are we feeling, fellas?
I'm just taking it 1 week at a time, man. This is too damn much. We're only, 3 weeks in now of a 17-game season. It's been ups and downs, mostly downs, but that last game against the Bengals, I mean, they needed that get-right game, and they got it. So, I mean, season's back on. I'm not going to say we are so back because I just don't know I don't know what the hell is going to happen on a week-by-week basis, but they got the win, a big win. Gives the team the confidence they need, hopefully moving forward. And I'm just going to take it week by week. This is too damn stressful.
Yeah. No, I feel good about it, man. But again, I am taking precaution too, because it's the Vikings, bruh. And shit. I need to see some consistency. But I do think everybody kind of stepped up and did their part, man, yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the defense did good, the running game did good, everything. Kevin O'Connell called the better game. I mean, it just was all around Vikings football. Like that is Vikings football, what we saw yesterday. It's just about can they stack some games together doing that? We'll have to see.
Yeah. I feel like people may take this show as why are we being pessimists? Because I feel like we're
being pessimists?
No, because I think we're gonna touch on some things that some fans may look at it like we just won by 38 points. Why are you saying this? Why are you saying? We'll get down to it, but in my opinion, great. I mean, it went as perfect as you can possibly have it in a game, especially from the defense. Like what we got from Isaiah Rodgers was ridiculous. I've never in my life have seen a defensive player like take over a game. And I think it just happened all in the second quarter as well. So this is just one quarter that he had 2 forced fumbles, a pick six. Pick six might have been into the first, but had a pick six, had a scoop and score, 2 touchdowns. Yeah. It was just insane. It was fun to watch. And from what I see on Twitter and X and everything, he seems like a really great, like genuine guy as well.
He is. Yeah.
So it was good to see that happened and him be able to set not only Minnesota Vikings history, but also NFL history. So, man, Isaiah Rodgers doing this.
Nah, he's super cool on X, man. Like he'll talk to you and shit. Like he'll actually like reply to your comments and shit like that every once in a while. Like he's super down there. Like reminds me of like a Caleb, not the play, but a Caleb Evans, how he was very in tune with the fan base and shit.
I was gonna say Cam Dantzler.
And well, I don't think Cam Dantzler really did that. But I noticed that Caleb Evans would like, go back and forth with you as a fan, as a regular fan. He would tweet you and shit if he found out you were saying something about him. You know what I mean? So,
oh man, especially his bunny. If you said something about his bunny, this motherfucker Caleb Evans,
Isaiah Rodgers
about his bunny.
No, Isaiah Rodgers, down to earth dude, bro. Really down to earth dude. I mean, I like his attitude. I like everything about him, man. Like I'll say, when we brought him in, I wasn't super high. I didn't expect him to be some all-world beater type player. I expected him to be an average cornerback too, that went out there and just kind of went through the process. But I mean, yesterday was crazy, bro. Like for real. So give him his flowers, man. Absolutely balled out, bro.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of interacting with fans and viewers, Rob, go ahead and get some shout outs.
Hey, shout out everybody.
We got a lot of people in the chat,
man. Let's go, man. Shout out, who are you, my ninja, man? What's up with you, man? Bob.
Hey, that goes into the name Hall of Fame. We got a name Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that goes into the name Hall of Fame. For sure. Shout out Baba Fay Jumpman Chevy. I see you. Philly was good with you. Purple Pop in the building, man. Skull and Roll was happening. Eduardo from Canada was good. Eric from New Mexico, Florinda and Raquel was happening with you, man. Let's see who else we got, man. Who else we got? Queen Mary. Oh, Queen Mary got me a something super special, but I'll show it on my live on Friday. Let's see who else we got in there. I think that's it for now, man. Yeah, man. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Hit the like button so we can get our people. Oh, Mr. I Want to Mock. My bad, Mr. I Want to Mock. Got you.
Mr. I Want to Mock. We're halfway there,
button,
Mr. I Want to Mock. Halfway there.
We are halfway there.
But yeah, man, obviously, like we touched on, great game overall by the team. Defense stepped up. Enjoy Brian Flores for the next 14, hopefully, plus games this season. Because chances are, I think he gets a head coaching job after this year, regardless of all the court shit that's going on behind the scenes.
I don't know, man.
It's kind of
I'll believe it when I see it.
Hey, listen, Randy, I'm never praying on a man's downfall. I hope he gets a head coaching job, but I also cross my fingers and say, you know what? Maybe he just wants to be a defensive coordinator and chill out behind the scenes out here in Minnesota. So,
yeah.
Hey, look, I'm crossing my fingers for that, but I'm just enjoying what I'm seeing, especially from the defensive side of the ball. All year, I mean, we had somewhat of a little bit of shakiness, but we had so much injuries. We were banged up, and Ginkle was out. Harrison Smith shows you how valuable he is to this defense, regardless of how old he is. He literally pushed Ivan Pace into a tackle for loss. Like, he's changed everybody's game.
And he caused the interception too. He's the one
and caused the interception. So, yeah. I mean, those type of guys, regardless of age, make a huge difference, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Grenard is having a great start to the season. Dallas Turner, we're seeing some flow. We're seeing some flow from Dallas Turner here, guys. So there's a lot to be excited about. And obviously the offense, which I think that's what we're going to touch on first here. And I'll just ask this question. Carson Wentz, what do you grade his performance?
I thought I'd give it a B. He didn't necessarily knock your socks off, but the fact that he was ready to come in and take over and move this offense and give the Vikings a chance to win the game, albeit the defense made it a lot easier for him. But I'd give him a B. Solid performance. And that's what you need, especially after the first two games by your boys, JJ McCarthy, mine as well. I'm not going to sit here and be fake, but considering what we saw the first two games, what Carson Wentz did was, I mean, that was great. Solid B.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I feel the same way. I give him a B. You know what I mean? I keep it at a B. I mean, he did what he throw for 174 yards, I believe.
Yeah.
174. So and I'll say a lot of things went his way to help him. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to discredit his performance at all. I'm giving him a B, but I will say, man, the running game, Jordan Mason running for 116 yards.
Been that from week one.
It should have been that. It should have been that. Yeah. But I think CD coming in made a huge difference. Like Christian Darrisaw being out there made a huge difference, man. You could see it just like, and then Kevin O'Connell called a way more efficient game, a better game, man. So like, and that's not to say, that's not to try to take away from Carson Wentz. I mean, the moment was the moment, and shout out to our defense too. He gets a B. He held it down. He didn't turn the ball over. So shout out to him, man. We got a big dub. He threw 2 touchdowns, I think, too, right?
Yeah.
Was it 2?
Yeah. So opening drive and then one late to Hawkinson.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. The tight end. Ends.
Finally, right?
Yeah.
I'm going B2, but I mean, let's kind of elaborate. This is my opinion on this.
I seen your tweet. Go ahead.
There's not much to judge from Carson Wentz. I mean, this game went so well in every single aspect for the Vikings that it's hard to necessarily put too much weight in his performance in a game like this. Opening drive is always the scripted drive. Kevin O'Connell has labeled this offensive mastermind. Yes, we struggled in the opening. I know, Randy. We struggled in the opening drives early in the season with JJ McCarthy. But outside of that scripted first drive, 4 of the next 5 drives were 3 and outs.
Yep.
This was simply the defense doing what they do, getting the pick six, getting the scoop and score, getting the peanut punch again from Isaiah Rodgers. That was the defense.
Yep.
So I see a lot of people online, and I got kind of scrutinized because I put out there this performance from Carson Wentz doesn't change anything as far as JJ McCarthy being the starter when he's fully healthy. This doesn't sway it either way for me. Does it sway it either way for you guys?
No.
This
Not
performance.
Not for me,
specifically.
Not for me, no.
I'm just going to take it week by week. But what I will say is that JJ McCarthy, after what we saw the first 2 games, he needs to work his way back up into, I guess, KOC's good graces. But then again, KOC has good graces with everybody on the team. So maybe he'll just throw him back in. But what we saw the first 2 games, he was not ready. And albeit he didn't have Christian Darrisaw to protect his blind side. And let me tell you something. Yeah. Okay. I remember Justin Jefferson's rookie year, that first touchdown he scored against Tennessee, where he caught the deep pass and then the 2 defenders, he split through them and they collided into one another. That play, I said, oh, okay, that's different. This is going to be something special. And because we haven't seen Darrisaw for so long, it's like we knew he was great. I knew he was a great player. When he was out there on that field, and this was during the live stream, first possession, I said, I'm going to be paying attention to 71. And the difference that he made, and I mean, going up against Trey Hendrickson, anybody that lined up against him, the way he finished his pass blocking reps until the whistle ended, where even if technically he got beat on the outside, his recovery is one of the best in the league to still be able to recover, turn around, and get an additional block. This dude is a beast.
Yeah,
and
he is.
McCarthy didn't have him. I'll give you that. But he has, all I'm going to say is, if KOC says he's good to come back in, and in spite of Carson Wentz balling out, assuming that he keeps having solid games, if KOC says JJ McCarthy, he's ready to go, he better be ready. And I'm talking about you don't even necessarily have to win. You can't look like that.
Yeah. We got to see an improvement. Absolutely.
No, absolutely.
Now,
I agree.
Now, going back to the Wentz thing, though, taking out that first scripted drive, 4 of the next 5 drives were 3 and outs. The next possession was a 3 and out. Wentz took a sack, negative 9 yards on that possession. Then we had the pick 6. Next possession, we get the ball 3 and out, 4 yards on that possession. Next possession, 10 plays, only 26 yards. That got us in the field goal range. That would be the only drive that wasn't the 3 and out of those first 5 drives. And the following drive after that, 3 and out. Wentz took another sack, negative 6 yards. At that point, the Vikings were up 17-3. There is no pressure on the quarterback to make a play. Everything's working. The running game's looking great with Jordan Mason. Christian Darrisaw is looking like how we saw him last year before he got hurt in the Rams game. So everything was going right. This isn't me necessarily taking away from Carson Wentz, and I felt like that's what people were kind of getting at, or they were looking at it as, oh, he's just a JJ McCarthy glazer. No, I'm looking at the facts right here that Carson Wentz didn't have any pressure on him this entire game.
It's called, like, what you're doing is putting context to.
I'm putting context to it. Now, if this game was different and he didn't have to necessarily throw for a ton of yards or anything like that, but if we got into crunch situations and we saw Carson Wentz make plays and make something happen with his legs or whatever, we saw 2017 Carson Wentz, then I would sit here and I'd be like, if he keeps playing this way, we gotta roll with him. He didn't show me anything special yesterday where I was like, oh my God, I don't know if we can bring back JJ McCarthy, guys. Yeah. Desmond Ridder could have started that game and we would have won by 30 plus points.
He couldn't. No, he couldn't.
Randy,
Desmond Ridder
8 points. We won by 38
Yeah, we won by
points.
38.
Jordan Mason
Yeah,
ran for over 100 yards. We had 2 defensive touchdowns. We had 2 turnovers that had us already in their side of the field. This wasn't the offense carrying this game whatsoever.
Well, when
Anybody
does the
could have
offense
quarterbacked this
ever
game.
carry this team, especially KOC? KOC called that game exactly how he does with everyone else, except he was forced to have Jordan Mason because Aaron Jones was injured. So you were forced to have Jordan Mason as your RB1. And again, McCarthy, give him Christian Darrisaw, give him a true running back because he was in a ton of third and long situations when he was playing. Give him Jordan Mason, and okay, we'll see. But KOC technically called the exact same game he always does, but Carson Wentz was able to establish those scripted drives and get some points right off the bat. And then you had the middle of the game where it's, hey, what is KOC doing? I don't know. But the defense is kicking ass. And then all of a sudden at the end, the offense picks back up. So
when we're already up 26 points, though.
Yeah.
that
And KOC committed to the run a lot more.
If
you look at the fourth quarter of this game, it's nothing but 3 and outs. I mean, you're up 30 points at that time, 35 points. You're conservative.
Well, then you put in Brosmer,
Yeah, and so I didn't even count that fourth quarter. But if you take away that scripted drive, and sure, you can give one of the last drives that Wentz had where it was the touchdown to TJ. You can give him that as well. But in between there, it was a ton of 3 and outs. It was a ton of Carson Wentz holding on to the ball.
The thing is with SK, real quick, SK, not to cut you off, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong. What you're saying is if the game was tied 17-17 in the middle of the game and Carson Wentz and we were playing a team where Carson Wentz had to take us downfield to put us ahead to win the game, do you trust that?
Exactly.
It's one thing to trust Carson Wentz when we're up by 38 points. You know what I mean? That's because the defense put up 14 points. Yeah.
Especially when the run game is working so well. Hand it off to Jordan Mason. That's all you got to do. And that's exactly what we did.
But we don't want to take away from his performance because, at the end of the day, he came in and he won the game. But I think all Vikings fans should be excited to see what happens this Sunday. Round 2. Against a defense in the Steelers, that's going to be pretty tough, and we can see if he can go out there. I mean, I got faith in him. I have faith in him. I'm just saying I think we need to see it. We just kind of need to see it before we jump all the way on board.
He's my quarterback right now. If you're my quarterback for the next 3-4 weeks, you are my quarterback. I am a fan. Whether you're Kirk Cousins, whether you're Desmond Ridder, whether you're Josh Dobbs, you are my quarterback. So I'm not against Carson Wentz here. But a lot of people are failing to realize that when you have a young 22-year-old franchise quarterback, yes, we're expecting to see some production out of him, but there's going to be growing pains. It's going to happen. And unless Carson Wentz turns into this world beater, and then we see it in the next couple weeks in Dublin and in London, and something changes, JJ McCarthy's going to be the starter after the bye week. Now, unfortunately, we got the Eagles on the other side of that bye week, and then the Chargers on a short week, which is not a good 2 weeks to start off your young quarterback on. But that's just what it's going to have to be if you want to develop this young franchise quarterback. He needs the reps, and you're going to have to throw him into the fire sometimes. You say you have the team that's ready to do so. If you're going to sacrifice a win or two, so his developed long-term is going to be more productive long-term, you got to take that risk.
And it's like, what's more important, right? Do we, as Vikings fans, do we really think we go into the Super Bowl with Carson Wentz? Like, what's more important? Do we think how far are we going to get with Carson Wentz this year? Or is it more important to develop your quarterback that you committed to?
Long-term.
You spent a 10th round, you spent a 10th pick in the draft on. You know what I'm saying? Long term. We talking because Carson Wentz, we all know we can get excited all we want, bro. Carson Wentz is not fucking taking us to the ball, bro. Let's just be honest, man. We got to keep it. We got to keep it a buck. Like,
be real.
The plane is going to crash, bro. Just like the Josh Dobbs train, it's gonna crash. Believe me.
It's not. To me, it's not even about Carson Wentz. The next time McCarthy is out there on the field, he needs to look like he belongs in the National Football League. This man looked like a dude that just learned the sport of football yesterday. And the Vikings, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah was like, "Hey, little kid, you wanna play quarterback for the Vikings?" And JJ's like, "Yeah, I'll do it." And then it's just too much for him. That is terrible for a 10th overall pick to be your franchise quarterback that's been studying for 2 off seasons, a year where he was rehabbing, and then he comes out and he looks like that.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz was competent. But the sad thing is, or I'm not trying to like beat on the kid, but what's really disappointing is that competent quarterback play displayed by Carson Wentz makes him the hot hand compared to what we saw to McCarthy. Like, be on target with your throws.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, get some yards after the catch. Put your receivers in position to get yards after the catch. Now, I agree. I'm going to say this time and time again. Christian Darrisaw, Jordan Mason, Jordan Addison's going to return. Okay. There are no excuses. Yeah. And if he's not ready, don't put him out there because you're just going to ruin his confidence even more. KOC needs to know that he's ready to go. What we saw those first 2 weeks, that was not a professional quarterback.
Let me ask you this, Randy. If, let's just say hypothetically, right? Let's say JJ McCarthy was out there yesterday. Do you vision him having the same type of game as Carson Wentz would have had yesterday?
I don't know. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, you plug and play this player, you put this player in, and everything's going to work out. I don't know because I didn't expect to see anywhere close to what we saw the first 2 games. Yeah. Whereas like either one of us could have got paid what per game basis, $40,000-$50,000. We could have went out there and did that same type of thing. Except in the fourth quarter, I'll give McCarthy his credit for that against the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
I don't know what the results would have been yesterday if McCarthy played instead of Wentz. I know on paper, on the surface, McCarthy should be better than Wentz, just like we thought he would be competent. And with all the supporting cast that he has around him, he's going to look good. But that, I can't etch that out my brain. He needs to completely shatter it and look like an actual NFL quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
I lean with SK though on this, and I respect your take, but I do lean with SK as far as playing that Bengals offense with our defense playing like that. I think there's a plethora of quarterbacks that we would have been like, oh yeah, he's the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like quarterback, for sure. Like the same way how we say we could have went out there week 1 and played better than McCarthy yesterday. Any of us on this panel could have played quarterback against the Bengals and would have looked good because the Bengals defense is that garbage, bro. Well, and their offense is that garbage too. They're just a terrible team. See, what's going to happen is JJ is going to come back and have to play the Philadelphia Eagles that are probably going to be fucking undefeated at the time going again. And we're going to hold him to and this is where the context is going to get lost because we're going to compare that game to Carson Wentz going against the fucking Bengals.
I guarantee you KOC protects JJ from the Eagles. I promise you. He won't.
I like scroll and roll. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to scroll and roll with this, where he says JJ McCarthy's throwing motion needs work, bro. I will say I'm a big JJ fan, but I will say after the first 2 weeks of me watching JJ McCarthy, that is, and I stated this in a video. Everybody knows I ride for JJ, but that throwing motion does bother me a little bit. I really do think it bothers me a little bit. There's something about it that I don't like, and it's the long wind up or something with the leg kick. It does irritate me, man. So skull and roll, man. Appreciate you putting that.
Yeah, but that's part of the process, and I think we mentioned this last week. Everybody wants a young franchise quarterback to develop until it's time to develop a young franchise quarterback. And that's what we're in the process of doing right now. And a lot of people are just like, oh, fuck it. It's 2 games in. He looks terrible. Let's throw him in the trash and bring Carson Wentz, our savior, in. So that's where I'm like, well, I'm not saying that's what you're saying, Randy, but there's a lot of people out there that have that mentality. Carson Wentz was a Vikings fan growing up, which is awesome. Like, I think it's a great story. And that's what's kind of unfortunate with McCarthy getting hurt after last week, because this would have been the week for him to gain his confidence going
Yeah.
up against one of the worst defenses in the league. You got Christian Darrisaw back. Like, this was the week for you to be like, okay, all right, we see something from the kid now. Yes, it was a weak defense, but this is what we needed to see out of him. But unfortunately, he couldn't go in that. But now we got the Steelers and the Browns. We got 4 games in a row with probably top 10 defenses. 2 of those probably being top 5 defenses. You have the Steelers, which they've got off to a rocky start, but that's still TJ Watt, and that's still Mike Tomlin over there scheming up that defense. And then you got the Browns, who we saw yesterday take care of the Packers, regardless of what we want to say about the Packers. That's a good team over there in Green Bay. And Cleveland handled that. They held them to 10 points. And then after the bye week, you got the Eagles. And then on a short week, you got the Chargers. And I think the Chargers are going to be a top 3, top 5 defense this year. So you have a stretch right here that is going to be extremely difficult. The thing that we got going for us is that we also got a top 5, top 3 defense. So we're going to be in some mucky, close games. And we're going to see if Carson Wentz has that little bit of aura left in him that we saw in 2017 with the Eagles. And if I'm being honest, I think after the bye week, that would be like the timeline of JJ McCarthy coming back. It's not ideal, but I kind of want to see Carson Wentz against the Eagles. I feel like there's some sauce behind that. There's some extra storylines behind that, to where if Carson Wentz goes 3-0 in these, or 2-0 in these next 2 games leading into the bye week, we're talking about like, oh, this is the resurgence of Carson Wentz, and now he's playing the undefeated Eagles, and this could be a playoff matchup. Like, I think I like the storyline behind that, but I'm still trying to keep the priority of developing your young franchise quarterback long term.
I agree, man. Hey, look, man, we just gotta enjoy it. Yeah, like I agree with that, Randy. Like, no, hey, look, the team's winning. Hey, Carson Wentz goes off. He goes off here in the next couple weeks. All right, when it's time to have the conversation. Obviously, we do this show every Monday. We'll revisit it. You know what I mean? Right now, we'll ride it. We riding the high, man. Victory Monday. Although I do believe I'm looking more for the long-term development of JJ McCarthy, and I think playing is going to do that. I don't think keeping him on the bench, that's just going to keep setting us back and having us fans and us talking another offseason about what we believe McCarthy can turn into. It's like, no, let's just see if he can do it. You know what I mean? And yes, keeping him on a medium-sized leash. Hey, bro, like 10, 12, 13 games of seeing tape, that should give us a pretty good idea if we, know if we got our guy or we need to move on. Carson Wentz, bro, like, I mean, is the story fun? It's cool, yes, but I mean, seriously. Like,
I'll just say, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Randy. That's all I wanted to say.
All I'll say is that if you are going to make that move, whenever you make that move, it needs to be at the perfect time, because if Carson Wentz is on a heater, and regardless of how much the defense had to do with it, Carson Wentz is the guy, he's under center, and you're winning a bunch of games straight, you can't take out the hot hand at that point so we can see what McCarthy can do. I mean, it needs to be at the right point, but I'm not saying that Wentz is going to be the guy. I have my own questions about him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, as confident as I was in JJ McCarthy, I'm not saying he's a bust or anything like that. I'm just saying I don't know what to expect from this guy, which is very concerning, considering they drafted him a year ago.
Yeah. For sure.
We'll
no,
see.
I can agree. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, man, I can definitely respect the take and stuff like that. Like, that's what this is about. We're all gonna, at the end of the day, football must be played, and after it's played, we can evaluate it, kind of like how we're doing now. Because hey, Carson Wentz has to play another game on Sunday, so you know what I mean. Next Monday's show might hit a little different. Let's just be excited about. Let's just be excited about us getting that dub yesterday. I will say, as Vikings fans, we should be happy though that we finally kicked some ass. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Because usually the game when we would have won by 3 on the last second field goal or some shit. So we actually kicked some ass, man. And for that, man, hey, let's go, man. I'm here.
That's right. Well, now we head over to overseas. We got 2 games over there. First one in Dublin against the Steelers, and then the second one against the Cleveland Browns. Do we gotta go 2-0 going? I mean, obviously it's ideal, but do you see us going 2-0 with kind of what we saw in the first 3 weeks out of this team?
I mean, we're 8-0 across the pond.
We
You know what
are.
I'm saying?
We
Yeah.
are. We've beat both of these teams before.
We're 8-0. I mean,
Rodgers might have some animosity for us not giving him, no love.
Hey,
and
but
all.
Rodgers looked washed, man. Rodgers had 1 game week 1. That was it. He's been washed the last 2.
I give us a chance to go at least split, just seeing how that defense of Cleveland is. It's just, I knew it was good, but hot damn. That's a force of nature right there. I think they'll go at least 1-1, but I also think they have what it takes to go 2-0, assuming that Wentz is the starter for those 2 games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think we can go 2-0. You know what I mean? I definitely believe we can go 2-0 over there. Do I see us going 2-0? I don't though. I see us splitting. The fan in me is like, yeah, we're gonna kick ass, go 2-0. But in reality, though, if I'm gonna use my judgment, my brain, and not my heart, I'll say we're gonna split. Just based off of, I think, first of all, man, the NFL schedule makers did the Vikings dirty regardless.
They really did.
Look at this beginning of this fucking season, bro. We start out with a primetime game Monday night, division rival. And then we got a Sunday night game right after that. And now we're going to go across the pond and play 2 games back to back. I mean, come on.
9:30 a.m.
Talk about trying to put us behind the 8 ball, dog, to start the season off, which is crazy. But you know what? Hey, we're 2-1 right now. So at least we're going into it over 500. So I'll take it.
True.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, like I said, it's ideal that we want to go 2-0. I can definitely see us going 2-0. But again, I think it rests on Carson Wentz and it rests on KOC in this play calling.
Yeah.
I think the defense is going to show up. They're going to show up all year. This entire year and where we go and how far we go, it simply depends on quarterback play and KOC's play calling. So if we get that run game going and Jordan Mason is running like he's been running, then I'm pretty confident we can go 2-0 in these games. The Browns are up and down, but they always have a solid defense, really good defense. So I think the Browns are going to give us more of an issue than Pittsburgh will. I think Pittsburgh might be, I'm not going to say a shootout, but I could see that being a little more high scoring than what the Browns game would be. I'm expecting like a 16-10 type game against the Browns. The Steelers, I could see it somewhere in 24-27, something like that. But both are going to be really tough games. That's 2 great defenses we're going up against.
We got the better franchise than both of them anyways. Like we have the better football team. Let's just be honest. Yeah. Even just, I mean, first of all, you got Joe Flacco over there who looks all of 43 or whatever he is, 40, 41, however old he is. I think he's right around 40. He looks all of it too. You know what I mean? So I could say that should be no issue to get on him with the pressure and stuff like that. B-Flow being able to pressure him. So if we can put up, 17 to 20 points on the Browns, we can win even with their defense because their offense ain't going. I don't see their offense doing shit on our defense. You know what I mean? So. And like you said, I agree. The Steelers, I think it'll be more of a higher scoring game. But I ain't worried about the Steelers, man.
But you know what? Going up against TJ Watt and Myles Garrett, we got the eliminator.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was just a huge reminder seeing 71 out there and the immediate impact that he had. He can take on anybody. Bring it on.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say they go 2-0.
Yeah, if I want to say 2-0 too. That's what I was gonna say. I want to say 2-0 too. I want to say 2-0. That's the Vikings fan in us, bro. We just can't do it.
Hey, I mean, convince yourself, didn't you?
It's just I've never seen anything like it. It's just one of those like putting the world on notice. I'm gonna remind y'all who I am. And
Yeah.
Trey Hendrickson wasn't even a factor yesterday.
Yeah, CD
all.
eliminated him, bro. Eliminated that
Woo!
guy.
You
Tuna.
love to see it. You
I love to
it.
see it, man. You know, and
Yep.
now, but you know, on another note, real quick. Speaking of that, we will be without our first round pick and D-Jack, man, Donovan Jackson with wrist surgery.
that's
He's
right.
gonna be out for what I think they said like
They
3, 4
said
weeks, or
Yeah,
till
they
the
said
bye week.
probably the Eagles game is what they're shooting for, but you know they'll play it safe. I
Yeah.
think obviously we're gonna miss him. I think Brandell is serviceable for a few
Brandell's
games.
good with Darrisaw in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be serviceable. I think it's gonna affect the run game more than anything.
Yeah.
But I think we'll be fine for a couple weeks. It's
Yeah.
not a major injury. I think we'll be good. So
If we remember, Blake Brandell was one of the top guards for the first like 4 weeks of the season
we
last
just
year.
need you for 4
And
player.
then he was ass.
And he was,
But yeah.
he started becoming ass really. I'll say the first like 6 weeks, whenever Christian Darrisaw got injured, because when Christian Darrisaw was there with Brandell was a savage, and part of that is because Christian Darrisaw is doing half of his job, but still, yet there's some type of gel there that looked really good, you know. So hopefully they can pick up where they left off on that. So I feel comfortable with Blake Brandell jumping in there for sure.
Yeah. I think we'll be fine. But let's get to our Sizzling 7. Just to recap on last week, and we got to touch on this for like 1 minute, 2 minutes. Randy, you picked Cincinnati, dog.
Yeah.
We might need you to pick against the Vikings for the rest of the season.
Oh, thought I was about to get some heat over here.
You picked Cincinnati, bro.
Damn right, I picked Cincinnati. What the hell did the Vikings do the first 2 weeks to convince? Especially like if you were to put real money on that game after seeing what the Vikings did. Shoot,
we're just
I
a
still would've
superior
lost.
franchise. We're just a superior franchise, man.
Nah, it's fine.
So
damn right.
Since Randy picked Cincinnati, obviously he didn't pick up the point there. I mean, Rap stuck with Philly. He got his Philly pick against the Rams. Me and Randy picked LA, which the Rams should have won that game.
Do I smell a 7-0? I forget the game.
They should have won that game.
I might be 0-7.
Do I smell it?
Yeah, they should have won that. But Philly got that. We all picked Pittsburgh against New England. Pittsburgh won that. We all picked the Chargers. Chargers won that one. Detroit and Baltimore are playing right now, so final numbers aren't set yet. Would anybody know the score on that? I know.
I'll look it up right now.
Right now. Who'd I pick?
You picked
Baltimore?
Detroit.
Oh, I picked Detroit. That's right.
Yeah, me and Randy picked Baltimore. We all picked Dallas against Chicago. Obviously, Chicago took care of them. And we all picked Kansas City against the Giants, which we all cashed out on that. Numbers for this week. Rap had, 5, maybe 6 out of 7, depending on what goes on with this game tonight. I have 4 right so far, and then Randy has 3 right so far. Depending on what happens with this game today, we'll see how close or how much of a lead Rap could possibly have on us, barring a Detroit.
It looks like it's about to be 14-14 is what it looks like, because they're on the first and goal.
It's a shootout.
Yeah, first and goal on the 3-yard line. The Ravens are going to score here.
Derrick Henry touchdown. I feel.
I hope
so. Okay. Well, we need to let you guys get to that game after our picks then. So,
but you know, man, remind them again, man. I got what SK 6 out of 7.
5 out of 6 so far.
5 out of 6. You know what I mean? Hey, look, if you want to bet, man, you know, tap in with your boy. You feel me? Hey, just let me know.
Ravens are gonna win this game.
Ravens are my picks. You know what I mean? Because I mean, last year I went 7-0 1 week. Y'all know how I get sometimes when I'm in my.
How'd you finish?
I mean, I finished in second. It's all right, but I think we had to recount the numbers, man. Y'all remember last year, chat? Y'all remember SK was doing some old slimy shit over there.
I wasn't. I got it all written down.
Shit, all types
I
of
can
shit.
fax you over the papers. I can fax them over to you.
We gotta keep. Hey, chat. Make sure y'all keep a close eye on SK throughout this season with these damn Sizzling 7s. I'm telling you right now.
I ain't gotta cheat. I ain't gotta cheat. But that brings us to this week's game. First game is there's always one throwaway game in there. This is our kind of throwaway game. but it's a tough one. Jacksonville at San Francisco.
Give me San Fran.
San Fran?
Yeah.
Wrap with San Fran.
I'm gonna take Jacksonville.
Jacksonville?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go San Francisco as well. I'd like Jacksonville's one of those teams you want to pick them, and when you do, they just disappoint you.
Yeah.
No, I
So
get it, but it's also
do
like
it.
I can't put my faith behind Mac Jones. I just
Yeah,
can't
they
do
said
it.
Purdy might play this week.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, said
Oh, I
Purdy
take
might
it back.
play.
San Fran.
San Fran?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Under
There's
presented.
a caveat. A caveat. All right.
Shit, nope. You got to
San
make
Fran-
your
San
decision.
Francisco.
Rap's putting his foot down.
Yeah, you got to make your decision now.
Man, if Mac
All right.
Jones ends up playing, I'm gonna be heated.
Hey,
We're
they
all
still can
going
win
to-
with Mac, though. They still can win with
No, they
Mac.
can't.
I mean, they can win.
Baltimore Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City picking up their first win of the year. They broke the seal. Do they get back-to-back wins against Baltimore in Kansas City?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, actually, in Kansas City?
In Kansas City.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs. I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I'm taking the Chiefs. I know a lot of people sleeping on the
Ravens.
Chiefs, acting like, oh, they don't fell out, bro. The Chiefs will probably most likely be representing the AFC once
I'm
again.
going Ravens. You going Ravens, Randy?
All right, good. Y'all going
going
Ravens? Facts.
Ravens.
I'm going Chiefs.
Yeah.
See, this is where I get to run away.
I'm gonna say it. They're done.
you think
finished.
they're done?
The Chiefs.
Yeah. Then
They're
it's not
done.
looking too
It's
good.
over.
It was the Giants last night. Like, let's be real. Like,
Bro, you don't never want to
Right.
doubt coaching. Bro, they just going through a little bit of adversity right now. That's it. You don't never want to
No,
doubt
this is different.
Mahomes and Andy
Travis
Reid
Kelsey
together.
is slower. Rasheed Rice, is he even back, or is he serving
I think he's still
an 8-game
suspended.
suspension?
Yeah.
Like, it's just not. They just don't have that flair that they used to. Like, unless they trade for Tyreek Hill, like in the next week or so, they're done.
yeah, I feel the same way too. But I'm going Baltimore. This game, we'll wait for that game. Green Bay at Dallas. I got
Give me
Green
Bay. Yeah, give me Green
Yeah.
Bay. Dallas looks horrible, bro.
No CD Lamb as well. He's out for. I
They
think,
look
4
bad, man.
George
Dallas.
Pickens can't catch.
Yeah. Next game, Chicago at Las Vegas.
Give me Chicago.
Oh.
Unfortunately, give me Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, unfortunately, man. I think Chicago will pull it off against the Vegas
going
Raiders.
Vegas.
The Vegas Raiders are trash,
I'm going
bro.
Vegas.
Did you see what just happened to them?
I'm going Vegas.
Have you
I'm
seen the
going
Bears? I mean, I know they just
Bears
got
got
that
ass
win.
kicking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, but
But
give me
yeah,
the Raiders. Give me
okay.
the
Raiders. All right,
Yeah.
let's go, Randy.
Let's go,
Let's
man.
go.
See that? Hey, this is where it's gonna get nasty for y'all next Monday, man. When you start reading out that Sizzling 7, you're gonna be like, damn, man.
All right, this could be the game of the week, believe it or not. The 3-0 Indianapolis Colts go to LA to play the 2-1 Rams. Daniel Jones, MVP conversations.
Yeah. Give me the Rams. I'm taking the Rams. The Colts will take their first loss this week.
Give me the
No,
Rams.
Give me the Rams.
I'm gonna take the Rams too.
I'm
Yeah,
going
yeah.
Rams.
I feel like
too.
this might be a trap game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Rams too.
Yeah, give me the Rams.
I think this is what's going to be the game of the week. Philadelphia at Tampa Bay. It's gonna be a really good game.
They've had some good matchups in the past couple of years too. Since
Yeah.
Philly
Baker Mayfield's
struggles
been
in
there.
Tampa Bay too.
Yeah.
Philly struggles in Tampa Bay.
Yeah, but give me Philly. It's not that hard. Give
Give me
Philly.
Tampa.
Yeah.
Oh man,
They gotta lose.
Randy's
at some
going
point.
Tampa. I'm
They'll lose. They're gonna lose on week 7.
I think I gotta go Philly here, man. Tampa Bay can't stop the run very well.
Yeah.
So you guys got me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Someone called me, my bad. Obviously, last game, our game, Minnesota traveling overseas to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. 6:30 in the morning for me. Can't wait.
Wow, you got to get up early.
That's
I gotta
that
get up
Hawaii
early.
time.
Yeah.
Starting your
man.
day off with football.
This is my time.
Yeah.
I wish all football games were at 9 o'clock in the morning for me. You know, I would prefer that.
It's
I mean,
nice.
that would be That would be nice.
Usually it starts at
that'd be
10
nice.
for us out here, which
Yeah.
is perfect. But when you
Because
play
I'm more
early,
of a morning guy. Like I get up, drink my coffee and shit. I would love to just wake up, drink coffee, watch football. Like that would be fire, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I'll enjoy it the next 2 weeks. It's the next 2 weeks we get to play early in the morning, right?
yeah, next two are early morning games.
Yeah. So I'll enjoy it. Let's go. Vikings
all-
for me, baby.
We all going Vikings?
I'll take the Vikings.
All right. Randy learned his lesson.
Maybe Randy, maybe you need to take the Steelers, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
That's
that's-
another 38
give
point
it
Nah,
Randy
it ain't
blowout.
got nothing to do with me.
Aaron
Them dudes need to play some
Rodgers,
damn football.
Randy.
They get paid at least what's the league minimum?
Aaron
$500,000 a year.
blowout, bro. We need another blowout.
Come on. It's Aaron Rodgers,
We
Randy.
need a win. That's
Hall
that's
of
what we need.
Fame.
I don't care if
Super
it's a
Bowl
blowout.
champion Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, some Vikings fans want
Like
it.
13 years ago.
Some Vikings fans were pounding the table for him. We need to bring Rodgers.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Diana
Yeah.
Rossini,
Fuck
man.
Rodgers.
So
And,
that'll conclude
Chase Daniel.
That'll
Yeah,
conclude our game picks there. Before we get out of here, man, we get to this looks like exciting Monday Night Football game. Anything you guys want to leave the people?
Like I said before, I'm just going to sit back and whatever happens, happens. If it turns out good, great. I'm going to enjoy the ride. If it all goes to hell, you know what? It's just another one of those years where we get ourselves hyped up for no reason, but I'm going to choose to believe that it's going to go into our favor and that it's going to figure itself out and that the Vikings can still get back on track to what it is they're capable of doing.
nice. No, I feel the same, man. Take it week by week. I'm excited about our football team, and I think you guys should be excited as well. I mean, at the end of the day, as Vikings fans, we know, man, it's always going to be a roller coaster ride, and it's always a fun one. And I'll tell you, with the Carson Wentz story, everything behind it, I mean, it makes sense. Like, we would be the ones to go through that. They grew up a Vikings fan. Now he's the quarterback, and he wins some games and shit. I'm here for the ride, bro. Either way, like whether McCarthy plays or Wentz plays, man. Honestly, I'm here for the ride. Period. So let's go.
Look it. Get on and let's go. That's how I feel.
That's
But
right.
hey, man, I just got one thing for this game, and it's free motherfucking 3.
Free
Free-
baby.
3
Oh,
is
yeah.
free,
That's right.
and I expect a touchdown from number 3
Me too.
this Sunday
Carson
in
Wentz
Dublin.
bomb.
In Dublin. So free 3. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what this offense is going to look like when we're fully healthy. All our weapons are out there. Even without Aaron Jones, we got Jordan Mason back there doing this thing. So I'm excited, man. It's early morning, but we're gonna have fun these next 2 weeks. I know a lot of people are traveling overseas for these games, so have a ball, man. I know there's a lot of Vikings fans out there. So Skull Vikings, man. I'm looking forward to it. But everybody, appreciate you for tapping in as always. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button here on YouTube at Purple Parlor. And we're getting our shorts going. I'm talking to somebody right now. We'll get our shorts up and going probably within the next week or two. So bear with us and make sure to follow us on TikTok and on Instagram, where we upload those shorts. And obviously we'll upload them on YouTube as well. So appreciate you guys for tapping in. It is your boy SK Randy Rap. This is the Purple Parlor. Until next time, Skull Vikings.
I say to say. I say to say. I say to say.